From core to casual, the importance of diversification. Our speaker is a wonderful man whose name I am about to butcher, Jan-Michel Saaksmeier.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Yes, even though I have a German last name myself, I have no excuse. He's executive producer of new game development at Bigpoint, and he's going to talk today about how to make your casual users more loyal by infusing core game mechanics.
That's it. Yeah, hello, Casual Connect. As you said, I'm the executive producer at Bigpoint for our new game developments, and yeah, I start with some figures about Bigpoint. Our company was founded in 2002. We are doing browser games, micropayment, free to play. We have now about 850 employees and 70 active games in over 30 languages. So with all this together, we have about 250 million registrations. So you see, business is running good with us. So we have some key facts why our success, that drive our success. The first one is our business model. It's free to play, and we were among the first who uses this model in the Western world. So we have built up a big experience with it. The second one is our big distribution network. We have about 1,000 media partners in the world, and are experts in SEM and SEO and in DRTV. And that's the point I want to talk today. It's the diversity of our games. We have a big portfolio with over 70 games. And I want to go into detail. So we have our classic core games for the core audience. That's our origin. These are Flash and PHP-based games. Some of them very old, but very successful. We also have a casual games department with casual games like Farmerama, Zomomba, or very new Skyrama. I think you have noticed it on Casual Connect. And we have our next-gen games, which are like Drakensang Online with our own Nebula engine, or Unity-based games like Battlestar Galactica, Kultan, and many more. We are also doing mobile since last year. So, but let's go back in time. We travel back into the past. That's too far. This is better. In this time, in 2009, we had successful core games like Sea Fight and Dark Orbit, which had many, many users. And also Drakensang Online, but that's not true. We did this in the last year, but this game is looking so awesome. I have to take a slide in. You should really look at this. This is a great game. So we had a highly male-orientated target group, but we wanted to have more. We wanted to address new target groups, so we thought about what to do. And we saw that the casual sector is very attractive for us. Yeah, as you can see, in Germany, 73% of all gamers play casual games. Even core players play casual games to relax from their core games. So we wanted to have casual games. So we put on our thinking cap and put a small team together to experiment with a game for women, especially. And we had the idea, a farm game. So this is not looking so creative from today, but in the past, the success of Farmville wasn't that obvious. And to be honest, our game Farmerama was inspired by a German game called Wurzelimperium and a Nintendo farm game. So we put our teams on it and used what we had, our knowledge from our core games. And what's come out was our first game in the casual sector. It was Farmerama. And our PR people told me I should put in some video clips to prevent you from sleeping. So I have one here. This is a TV spot, actual. Oh, sorry, you missed the final. So, yeah, it was a farming simulation in Flash, browser-based, and was released in October 2009, and with a large female audience. So we analyzed our new audience we had, and yes, it was finally we have females, yeah? So in our old games we have nearly no females. So the second surprise we had was they are quite old. They are mid-age. So we aim for a more younger audience. We thought we have teenagers perhaps or twins, yeah. But okay, and the next one was they have never played games before, so this was quite confusing for us. Also, they are married and they don't live with their parents. That's quite good. So we did our rollout. We started with pre-activation, product marketing, later on with SEM, SEO, our affiliate program. And 2 months later, we did our TV spots with our media partners, and you can see the game exploded. We got about 35 million registrations until now. So this worked out very fine. So I will do a short excursus about TV promotion. If you can get TV promotion for a game, do it. This is really working out. So as you can see here, these are the Farmerama promotion charts. That you're getting more racks, this will be obvious, and your revenues is going up as well. But we can see a conversion rise on all channels when you do TV promotion. And that's not only with Farmerama, that's with all our games we did. We think it's giving the game a more value when the people see it on TV and they are much likely to spend in there. So TV promotion rocks. Yeah, so we had a good start. And that was our desired game life cycle, like everybody of you think will want to have. But a good start is not a guarantee. So if you have a good rollout and massive registrations, you can fail. True story. You can see it here. This is one of our other titles where we had a good start with. But then we had resource problems and couldn't do the right things at the right time. And in the end, we failed with this product. So it's very important when you did your good introduction and a good growth phase, and you go into maturity phase, that you extend your lifetime. This is absolutely vital for your product. I have here some well-known social games, like the blue one, this is Farmville, who did a quite good job with it, and the yellow one, Cityville, and the red one, SimSocial, who are still in the challenge to extend their lifetime. So back to Farmerama, we did our rollout. And why it's so important to extend the lifetime can you see here. On this chart, you see the average revenue per pay user, so how much a pay user spends, and the levels, so how much the user leveled up in the game. And you see at the end, when the players are high level and in this zone, they have played for a very long time and they're spending huge amounts of money, so they're getting heavy pay users, and that's where you want to have them. So keep them as long as you can in the game, that they get into this region and you get your whales. So with Farmerama, we did a quite good job with it. As you can see in this chart, 42% of all our users are in the game since before 2011, yeah, and about over 50% are in the game longer than 10 months. So this is quite a long time for a casual game. So how did we do this? We thought about, we have mid-age women, what do they like? Soap operas. So why do they like them? It's about something new every week, shocking twists, thrilling stories. So we built up a huge pipeline with events for our games. As you can see here, some events we did in the past year, and we have nearly an event every week, sometimes every day. Short events who last only an hour, to large events who last for 10 hours, 10 days or longer. And that's very, very successful for extending your lifetime. So for example, we had a Christmas event, and that's our lead designer, Maurice, who is designing the Christmas event. Sorry, Maurice, I owe you a beer for taking your photo. So we force him to suit up, like the event he's designing, to get into the right mood. So we also had guest stars in Farmerama, events with other licenses, like Shaun the Sheep, and we will do much more in the future, because this is working out very good, and our users like it. But it has to fit to the game topic, yeah? So Shaun the Sheep is very obvious for Farmerama. But events aren't enough to keep the players long in your games. You need some long-time goals for it. And there we could take our core game knowledge. So in core games, it's obvious that players are playing the core games for a long time. So I have some examples we did in Farmerama, yeah? So this is a well-known core game. I think many of you have played it, so I like it very much. And in this game, you can craft games to better games, and you can craft better games to ultra better games, and so on. So, and at the end, you get better heroes. So you can take this game feature and transfer it to the casual target group by wrapping it up into a form they can understand. So for Farmerama, this means, yeah, you take cute rabbits, put them together, breed them together to cuter rabbits, and at the end you get cutie cute rabbits, yeah? So this feature was very, very successful, and at the end it did a 7-digit number of revenue in the last year. We have another example. This is a classical one. It's from World of Warcraft. Oh, this lets me look like a Blizzard fanboy here. Okay. This is a skill tree. So my mother likes to play Farmerama, but when I show her this, she will be very confused. But when I wrap it up into a form she can understand and work with, it looks like this. So this is the tree of farmer's wisdom, and the players collect stars to buy magic carvings into the tree. Yeah, and they were motivated to collect them for a long time. Another thing that worked very good in the past was this feature. It's a farm wheel. You get every day a free spin, so you are sure to come back every day and can win very special items. And they want to have this exclusive item, so they're coming back every day. They are reactivated with it. And if they want to have more spins, they have to pay for it. So these were some examples about how to extend the lifetime, but important with every feature is this what we call at Bigpoint the analytical creativity cycle. So your game design is doing a feature, your game development is producing it, and when you have tested it and put it online, you don't stop. Then the daily monitoring comes into place. You have to discover problems and potentials, report this to your game design, or do a second iteration, and the third one until the feature is working perfect. If you're not doing this, your features won't have the full impact. So, and here we have some insight of our monetization and some demographics. We have pointed out some of our pay user patterns. I want to show you. One, for example, is a comfort payer who spends only money on comfort mechanisms like a seeder or a harvest machine, which helps him to do the work in game. We have the classical item hunter, 90%, which want to have all items that are in the games. We also have diverse pair. They're buying nearly everything. And we have the lucky shot pair, or we could also call them lucky shot prayer, because they want every item that gives them an advantage, and they are desperately spinning the farm wheel around to get the highest items in this. So, as you can see, there are many types of pay users who want to have different pay items. So here we have some categories of the pay items. As you can see, the upper ones are the not so good running ones, and the lower ones are the ones that really give us a huge revenue impact. But it's important to have them all, because every pay user, as you have seen, wants different pay goods. And if you let, for example, vanity items who aren't that strong as a single pay item out, you will lose this. So have a broad portfolio of pay items for every type of pay user. So, to come to the conclusion at the end, in the growing phase of the product, it's very important to have a global distribution network for a good and big rollout to get a large user mass. You also need a community and localization, a good one, that you can roll out not only in your country, so on an international basis, but when you have mastered the growing phase and you are the maturity phase, it's very important to have a good virtual economy, to have a good monitoring, to have good reporting of what's happening in your game, and you need constant updates for a game to keep your content fresh and to keep the users long-term motivated. And when you do this, you can be a winner. Thank you. This was my presentation. Any questions?